ilgili ekstradan bir açıklama yapmayacağım çünkü daha öncesinde demosunda oynadık. Gördüğünüz üzere oyunun adı Not for Broadcast. Bir rejiyiz. Arka planda olan her şeyi biz yönetiyoruz. Bakalım ana oyunda Olmak sesiymiş daha. Ana oyunda başımıza neler gelecek. Ben bayağı zorlaşabileceğini düşünüyorum oyunun çünkü demosunda 8000 tane farklı kuşmuş bir şeyler vardı. Başlayalım. Eyvan, election. Aha, seçim mi var? Telefonu buradan açıyorduk. Bu tarafa dönemiyorum. Peki.
Hi David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight.
Evet, demos da zordu. O yüzden ana oyundan çok şeyim.
First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Aynı bölümü tekrar oynatmaz herhalde ya, bilmiyorum. İnş öyle değildir. Ya tutorial kısmını aynı olabilir de. Okey, burası işte seyircilerin şeyini gösteriyor, ne kadar tutabildiğimiz, edebildiğimiz.
Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons.
Telefon sağda ya, ses ağırlıklı oradan geliyor, çok sinir bozucu.
Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
Kameralar arasında geçiş yapabildiğimizi falan söylüyor. Burası işte bizim gördüğümüz, bunlar da insanların gördüğü kısım. Neyse, buraya geçiyoruz.
I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Stüdyodaki her şeyi ben buradan yönetebiliyormuşum. Şimdilik de senin ekstradan bir şey yapmana gerek yok. Sadece bunu çalıştıracağız. Falan. Kapansın. Okey, sağa dönelim.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Bunlar reklamlar. Ben takıl işte ha. 30 saniyemiz kaldı. Oyunda Türkçe alt yazı yok, hayır. İlk oynadığımızda da yoktu.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me go out with pustules.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody.
At midnight, it's the national weather report before we say good night until tomorrow.
Burak, hoş geldin.
It's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Evet, aynı kısım bize oynattığı demo büyük ihtimal tutorial tadında geçiyor. Orası biraz sinir bozucu, aynı şeyi tekrar oynatması.
Honest Andy's totally independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular football.
Space'te mi sensör uyguluyorduk?
Wins sports personality of the year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star
Sıcaklığın da şeyi var acaba?
about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic.
Right, button
That's
two
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
Nightly News.
what lovely, mate.
Okay.
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that
Evet,
globe
Beyza
in the middle
kaçırmıştı.
shrinks down and vanishes.
Alchemy Garden oynadığımız yayında. Bence çok çevirmelik de bir şey yok gibi. Bilmiyorum.
Comes, switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide
Listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so keep your eye on the machine on the bottom right.
Ya şu çok sinir bozucu. Buna bence hiç gerek yokmuş.
Avoiding the interference using the yellow knob or your scroll wheel.
of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly.
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now, the
25 saniye sonra reklam gireceğim.
to the advert. When it reaches zero, press one of the three play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
We'll be going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3,
That's all coming
2,
up.
1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill up.
Hacklendik.
What? Why?
Ranker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
Thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
Evet, evet, multitask yeteneği geliştirir.
I thought that was our little secret.
Güzel.
Anything I tell you.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with
Ben
your
seviyorum
burgeoning
böyle
friendship.
oyunları.
Yeah.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the
Aynen ya, şeyde demoda oynattıkları
Don't
kısım.
stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So
Kim
if you're
konuşuyorsa
the
kamerayı ona
person
çevireceğiz.
try and throw your
Bir kişi de 10 saniyeden fazla kalmayacağız.
wide shot for a bit, just to
İşte
keep it
konuşma
interesting.
sırasında reaksiyonu karşıdaki kişinin reaksiyonunu almak için arada sırada kamerayı ona çevireceğiz. Ama reaksiyon almak için kamerayı çevirdiğimiz şeyler 3 saniyeden fazla sürmeyecek.
It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen one selected
Reaksiyonu
now. No
tıklasaydı
need
daha
to
iyiydi,
wait for
neyse.
the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
The break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get
our
ready to go to
very
Megan
own
on screen
Megan
4.
Wolf is here with a star of both stage
Ay dur,
and
çok erken
screen.
çektim.
Megan,
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
Shop
Blunderclatch
Box
on screen 3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter the rat, that's
Yalnız bunu oynarken chat'e bakmak çok zor.
Look at Megan's reaction.
he's a wonderful chap. He really
Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. What a wild and you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Get back to who's talking.
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete
Geniş açıya
departure
geçmek
from my
istiyorum ya
last
ama.
starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
Ama geçişler, kamera arası geçişler
But I
soğuk
really am
değil ya.
for the award.
Şeydeyken de böyle mi?
Those 3
Hiç
little
dikkat etmedim ben.
statues
Televizyonda bir talk show falan
representing
izlerken böyle tak tak diye mi geçiyor
I'm sure. So,
görüntü?
if you're not doing it,
Sanki daha böyle şey gibi, yumuşak geçişli gibi.
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in
Kadının
the end, I do
tepkileri.
it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I
Tak
think I
tak
do
diye
it for
geçiyor.
the
Hiç beni
positive
rahatsız
change
etmiyor ama
that I bring
izlerken.
about in the world.
Burada şimdi garip
Today,
geliyor.
of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But, I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to
İnsanların ilgisini birazcık
not
kaybettik.
fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the
From the
break.
Medicated, which opens next week
Right,
around
they've
Space'te
stopped
değil
the
miydi ya
Jeremy on
sensör?
screen one for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's
6
very
saniye sonra
survival.
birinci ekrana geçmem lazım.
exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Hay Allah'ım ya. Ya şu cidden çok gereksiz ama.
Watch out for that interference, mate.
Neyse 1,5 dakikamız var.
I don't understand it.
Cool, looks like Blunder Clutch has lost it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now. You can go to the archive when the broadcast's done.
Keşke bu demo kısmını atlama olsaymış. Yani tutorial tamam da buraya atlayabilseymişim keşke. Aynı şeyi tekrar oynuyor olmak biraz canımı sıktı şu an.
Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, you know? Don't let listen to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
Hoş geldin
Drowning,
yanına.
Lance, you said.
need to see this.
Now it's all too late.
Look at this.
The virus. The sterility.
30 saniye kaldı.
This folder. This is the key.
Stop it all.
At
Yes.
the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
If we should.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up. Like this.
İnsanlardan 2 saniye
2
öncesini
seconds
görüyormuşuz
later,
biz.
you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to
Böylelikle
hold
küfürleri
down the
müfürleri
bleep
daha
button
öncesinde
or
engelleyebiliyorum. Hoş
space bar
geldin
on your
Mustafa.
keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts.
Space'le
Can
okey.
take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it and soon.
Bence buradan bakarak yapmak daha kolay dinleyerek yapmaktansa. Bilmiyorum ki.
Count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Crazy Neil's got crazy deals.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your
And a
keyboard,
lawyer and
1
a
to
TV
4.
personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to advanced headquarters where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia
Ay
Salisbury,
küfreden adam.
are
Tamam
about to
buradan
make their
sonra
acceptance
bitiyordu
address.
sanırım tutorial kısmı.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I start?
Go for it, Pat.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Ya çok uzun kaldım ama kadında.
You can blame Peter for celebrating. Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team
Hoş
that can
geldin
change
Serhat.
things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put,
Okay.
but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our
Ya adam
executive
içip duruyor
powers
yalnız
to
ya.
pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You
Scottish
know
Fold kedi mi
this sort of people.
sahipleneceğiz?
You rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated
Niye cins
community.
kedi sahipleniyoruz
Tomorrow,
ya?
we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier
Niye düştü
today,
ki? Şey
we
yaptım
revoked your
zamanında.
passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you
Zamanında
raised.
so
bastım.
they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new
Ya şu
government,
ekleme olayı
that's
da
all from
yani
us this evening at the National Nightly News.
ayıp.
We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go.
Tamam,
Very
tutorial
bad,
kısmını
mate.
bitirmiş
Probably
olduk.
won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Same old boring politics then.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Ha, başarım kazandım. İlkinden düşük not mu almışım? Ha, hacklendik bir keresinde. O sıkıntılıydı. Sen söylemem iyiymiş. 200 kazanmışım. Genel olarak C almış olduk. Niye E, D var ya? Neyse. Biz oyunu haftaya. Devam.
Alright, mate, I've left you a voicemail. I thought you'd end up here. Most people come into the archive room when they're done with the broadcast. That way you can see what you did and how it looked to the public. As you can see, there's three sections.
Yaptıklarımın halkın gözünden nasıl olduğunu görebiliyormuşum.
You've put out rushes, which is all the stuff that was on all the screens, and adverts, which is any advert that you've chosen to show. So let's have a look at the broadcasts.
Burada verdiğim reklamları görebiliyormuşum. Neyse.
On the left, you can see all the broadcasts that you've done. You can also get to hear from the main menu if you don't actually want to do a broadcast. You just want to see some of your past work. Select any of those and click load tape. Why not
Well,
watch
in a
what
few
you just
moments,
did?
we'll be going
When you're
live
done,
to
hit
tonight's
back.
national nightly news. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game. And it's a
Hızlandıramıyor mu?
nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey will be grilling his guests in Incisors, and tonight sees a return for leading economist Katie Brightman. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report, before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main story
Geçişlerimi yaptığım hataları falan buradan görebiliyorum. Oha çok iyi ya.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Okay, these 4 screens, they're exactly the same as the 4 screens that feed you the studio signal when you're doing the actual news. Of course, the difference here is you can mute any screen you like or any combination of screens, and you can have a listen to what was going on behind the scenes. Just select any segment, that's any bit between ad breaks over on the left, and hit play. When you're done checking out the backstage secrets, hit back.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day you offer me prawns.
Arka planda bu da reklam verdiğim sırada o arka planda olanları görebildiğim kız şey. Güzel. Bu da verdiğim reklamları görebiliyorum buradan. Burada sesler çok fazla. Çok saçma. Tamam neyse. Arşivden çıkalım. Aa dur. Üç mü? Ne 2'ye atladık? Eve gelmişim. Kapımın önündeki işte şeyde paspasta bir tane posta bulmuşuz. Ne yazıyormuş? Mesela çoğunu öylesine gelen saçma sapan maillerdi ama bir tanesi senin gözüne ilişti diyor. The team wants to know you. Takım seni tanımak istiyor. İyice meraklanıp mektubu açıyorsun. New admins government asking for information on all citizens. Your first page is filled out already. Aa! Çocuklarım mı varmış benim? Yeni bir işe başladığında ne yaparsın tadında bir şey? Bir an önce işe atılırım tadında bir cevap veriyorum. Bunu size nasıl ne diye çevirsem? Ya iş arkadaşımız etik dışı bir şey yapsa onu şikayet eder misiniz tadında bir şey diyelim buna. Ben ne diyeceğim? Üstüme bir an önce şikayet ederim diyeceğim. Bana ne milletin derdini? Onun yüzünden benim başım yanacak. Tüm departman kovuldu bugün bilmem ne. Ha, performans düşük olduğu için tüm departmanı kovmuşlar. Bir saate kadar dururum dedim. Yani şirket işte barbekü partisi yapıyormuş, veriyormuş. Seni ve aileni davet ettiler. Go if you are free. Uzun başarılı bir kariyer geçirdin. Şimdi emekli olmak üzeresin. Güzel şeylerden bahsedeceğim dedim. Ya çevirmiyorum birçok kısmını da. Boş zamanında sen çocuklarıma destek olurum falan filan diyeceğim boş zamanlarımda. Onların hayallerinin peşinden gitmesini sağlarım. Cansel hoş geldin. İdeal tatil ne olmalı? Doğayla iç içe. Günlük yaşamın şeyinden uzaklaşarak falan filan. Ya da yani ilk bir yeri tanımadığın bir yeri, hiç görmediğin bir yeri keşfetmek ve tanımak, yeni ne denir? Yeni deneyimler kazanmak. Ay hayır, tamam farklı. Ha, Tropical Island. Yani şu ikisi arasında kaldım. Bunu seçeceğim ya. Devletin en büyük yani en temel şeylerinden biri insanları güvende tutması diyeceğim. İşbirliğiniz için teşekkür ederiz. Geleceği işte parlak yapmamızı, geleceği şekillendirmemize yardımcı ettiniz falan filan tadında bir şey. Altına imzamızı atıp yolluyoruz. Güzel, hoş geldin Barış. Altı. Family matter. Neyse hemen kes. Sevgan ve saat geç olmuş. Sen ve çocuklar yatmışlar. Tamam. İlk gittiğimiz tatilden kalma kupama bakıyormuşum. Deseni solmuş falan ama hala yüzümü güldürüyormuş. Cama gelen tıkırtı sesi beni gerçekliğe geri götürmüş. Semih'in kardeşi gelmiş Chris. Stresli bir şekilde mutfak masasına oturmuş. Bu saatte sizi rahatsız ettiğim için çok üzgünüm Alex. Bir iyiliğe ihtiyacım var ve bunu bir tek senden isteyebilirim. İyi misin? Semih çağırayım mı diyeceğim. Hayır, Semih'i endişelendirmeye gerek yok. Ben seni görmeye geldim. Sadece 2 dakikanı alacağım. Assess and Welt Act'i duydun mu? Duymadım diyeceğim. You're taking people's hard-earned money from lazy. I'm not saying that falan. Ay, haberde onları ifşalamamı falan mı isteyecekler acaba? Hoş geldin Magnolia. Neden söyleyeceğin şeyin hoşuna gitmeyeceğimi düşünüyorum falan dedim. Risk gözlerini yer zemininde böyle gezdirmiş halı izleyen çocuk gibi. Senden isteyeceğim şeyin çok fazla olacağını biliyorum yani. Ama pasaportunu ödünç almam lazım. Benim pasaportum mu? Ben sana bunu veremem. İllegal diyorum. Benim ve şehrin yarısından fazlasının pasaportunu aldılar falan filan. İnsanlar hep seninle benim birbirimize benzediğimi söylüyorlardı. Yani o yüzden istiyor. Çok geç olmadan gitmem lazım. Bu ülkeden, buradan çıktıktan sonra ben ve param güvende olacak. Ama hesaplarımı dondurmadan önce gitmem gerekiyor. Lütfen Alex. Başka seçeneğim olsaydı sana gerçekten sormazdım bunu. Ne yapalım? Hayır, pasaportumuzu alacak edecek bir şey, başına bir şey gelse benim başım yanacak. 2 seçeneğim var. Yukarıda, pasaportum yukarıda, hemen getireyim demek. Ya da eminim başka bir yol vardır, bu kadar ciddi olamaz olaylar demek. Ama şey gibi geliyor, şimdi vermezsem de sonrasında eşimle aram açılacak gibi. Çünkü onun kardeşi, onun başına bir şey gelirse en son senden yardım istemişti, sen ona yardım etmedin diye. Boşarız eşim. Çocuklar ne olacak? Okey, dediğiniz gibi olsun. Eminim başka bir yol vardır. Bu kadar ciddi bir durum yok bence. Velayeti sen alırsın. Chris'in ağzı şaşkınlıktan açılmış. Şaka yapıyorsun değil mi? Ben ve sana her zaman destekçi oldum. Çocuklarınıza kendi çocuğum gibi davrandım. Biz bir aileyiz. Bunun senin gözünde hiçbir anlamı yok mu? Diye atarlanıyor. Hoş geldin bu arada Sagalay. Şimdi tekrardan aynı seçenek çıktı. Okey, sana pasaportu geçireceğim. Sen ailemizdensin falan filan muhabbetinden. Yasalara karşılığı sana yardımcı olamam demek var. Israrcı mıyız vermemek konusunda? Olsun, geç olsun, güç olmasın. Yallah. Okey, vermiyoruz o zaman. İllegal, bunu yapamam diyeceğim. İyi, ben kendi başıma hallederim deyip böyle pu yapıyor. Aile şeyi buraya kadarmış demek falan filan dedi. Sonra bavulunu alıp çıkmış, gecenin karanlığında yok olmuş. Daha sonrasında biz şeylerin arasından tekrardan o Sem'in kupasını bulmuşuz. Vicdan azabından ölecek karakterimiz ha. Bir saniye. Gün 8 Fallout. Aha, buraya bir şey eklenmiş. Niye ki 2 geçiyor bilmiyorum. Ben olsam yardım ederdim bu arada. İşin arkasında bir de hikaye varmış. Ben sadece Reji bilmem ne oyunu sanıyordum. Büyük ihtimal dark bir hikayesi var. İşin arka planında olanlar edenler falan filan. Bunu oynatmayacağım. Bu oyuncak safe mi falan filan dedi. Bunu geri alamıyor mu? Hı. Okey, reklamlarımız hazır. Hoş geldin Revenge. Reklamlar vesaire insanların hayatını etkileyecek, dikkatli şey yap diyor. Kimse de dememiş ulan. Demosunu oynamıştık bu oyunun diye. AB olayını anlamadım. Doğru düzgün dinleyemedim. Demosunu oynamıştık, bu tam oyun.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of advances first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavorable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guests
Ben bu olayı anlamadım.
to deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential
okay, tamam.
at the tender age of 23.
Bugün yine jetonum düşük.
Female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated. Kadının kumar oynarken ki şeyini de koyabilirdik, fotoğrafını da gösterebilirdik. Halka nasıl gösterdiğimiz, İnsanları halka nasıl gösterdiğimiz onların düşüncelerini etkiliyor ve hayatlarını etkiliyor. Aynı zamanda reklamlar da aynı şekilde. Mesela reklamlardan birinin üstünde şey yazıyordu. Bu oyuncak kullanım açısından güvenli mi diye, mesela o yüzden koymadım. İnsanlar o oyuncağı alacaktı, belki çocuklar ölecekti bir şeyler olacaktı. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborgen-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable. But thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs.
Adamın kızarkenki fotoğrafını göstersek.
Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamour, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And Griever's bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega morph with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Reklam mı basmam lazımdı acaba? Aa. Bak. Ya aman. Ne zaman basacaktım ki reklamı?
So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
and we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break.
Neyse tamam. Sanki reklam basma zamanı gelmiş gibiydi.
Dogs have their own secret language.
Yeah, the one that mistrust the moon.
Neyse.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice.
Boğuldunun.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5,
But before
4,
all that,
3.
it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National Nightly
Good
News.
evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favorably to Sophia's appointment.
Hiç yaşanmamış gibi davransanız adama istediği ilgiyi vermiş oluyorsunuz. Zaten onun amacı ben küfür edeyim, chat'tekiler bana şey yapsın falan. O tarz şeyler hoşuna gidiyor. Adam gelir gelmez niye küfür etsin yoksa 2 dakika önce takip etmiş.
Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg and Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's Taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant
Mazoşistik
species
değil o.
contains. This is, of course,
Gerizekalı.
only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves
Belki adam
is now
kısadır.
leading Bush, one of the capital's
Ya
hottest clubs.
kusarkenki halini
The
göstermek
footballer was
istiyorum.
caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamour, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? and grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega more for the group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Şey muhabbeti canımı sıktı ama böyle yazılar mazılar olması. Hikaye kısmı okey güzel düşünülmüş de olaydan kopartıyor biraz beni. Hani ben sürekli bir sonraki güne geçeceğiz diye düşünüyordum. Pasaport muhabbeti girdi. Karımız varmış, çocuklarımız varmış. Ben o dramaları istemiyorum bu tarz oyunlarda.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is Right. Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance is the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to
Gereksiz
the camp for
sansür yapınca
we'll be
evet.
laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded.
Zamanında sansürledim bence.
Circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my
Ya
book,
yapma artık.
Frankenscience and opie arts. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their
Evet çok
puppet
fazla
show.
takip edilecek şey var o yüzden bakamıyorum size.
Quickly, Alan.
O hatta o yüzden de sustum.
A bleak space
Ama çok
where we've
tatlı
all
bence.
been
Ben çok
figuratively
seviyorum bu tarz
sodomized into
oyunları.
submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on
Bir de
the
işin
eve of
içine
brave
o
new
hikaye
world.
muhabbeti
God knows we need
girmeseymiş
some
daha
change,
iyiymiş
but we need
bence
to be
ama
cautious.
kader
Let's walk
kısmet.
forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do
Burada
some
mı
good.
reklam
I hope so
girecekmişim?
too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard.
Keşke nerede reklam gireceğime dair bir şey yanıp sönse.
How's it going actually? Fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune though. Alright, mate, see you later. Bye.
What you meant by that?
Üstteki saniye sayar da. Öyle değil işte. Az önce de üstteki saniyeye göre reklam girdim, kovulduk.
I'm just saying.
A plus aldım bu arada buradan.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You.
Ay dur, adamı veriyordum yanlışlıkla. 10 saniye vardı. Adam reklamda küfür mü etti?
Welcome back. In our second segment,
Kim
we're going
be?
to be taking a deep dive into the state of
Yalnız
the
bunları
world.
hazırlamak ne kadar uzun sürmüştür
Advance
ya.
have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the
Bir
top
sen
of the list.
eksiktin.
Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people
Yaptığımız
who
yayını
live
sonra
in the justice
izleyebiliyoruz.
system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Oh, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't
Ne
enough
oluyor
being
be?
done at a systemic level to relieve the problem.
Greg?
We need more support from
Aha,
ministers.
kadın ayrılacak, evden gidiyor.
What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving.
Good time, darling.
O kadar
Well, there
belliydi
is, is
ki.
it? I'll be at my mother's.
No, just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy.
Saçma
Dawson.
saçma.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective
Kavga
on
ediyorlar.
our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all
Ya
long for a
hangi birine
return to the days
bakayım?
when we
Burayı
could
mı?
safely walk the
Onları
streets of your
izlemek
community
istiyorum
life,
ben.
looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted
Vallahi
our
gitti.
culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen
Ne
of
oldu
this
be?
once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday.
Ay,
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
yanlış şeye
Foreigners,
geçmişim.
gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that. Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, bloody gimp escaped.
Ne?
Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants
Okay.
who are responsible for the moral
Oh, yes.
decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Sorry, darling, I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said,
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said, get back in your gimp.
Bunları televizyonda vermemiz doğru mu?
As I was saying,
Ama izleyici
Jeremy,
artıyor.
moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice
Bir
comes
dakika
home
olmadı
with
sen
an A-
takip
does she
edeli.
go
Ne
on a
izleyici
killing spree?
sayısına laf
No,
ediyorsun?
she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like
Mizah.
a normal child.
Başarılı bir
Thank you,
mizah.
Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight,
I spoke to Mallory at the Bridge Club.
part of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison.
Adam nasıl
Serving
çıkmış
3 years for
ki?
aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a
What
squad.
the fuck?
He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that.
Zamanında
Can you tell us
sansürleyemedim.
what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. There's Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Aha.
This one's, yeah?
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's
Striptizci
inherently
çağırmışlar.
unjust.
So, do you
Abi
feel
de-
tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal
No
there, Tony.
fucking way, Las Bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, you were looking away for 2 seconds. How is this happening, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious...
Sansörleme olayı çok sinir bozucu ya.
After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody. That went well.
Piss off.
Reklam girecekmişiz, Allah kahretmesin.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite
E
drunk. It's
aldım
been a
buradan
great
ya,
night. In this
kötü.
next section there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the
Beynim
music,
durdu.
you can see the result on the vision mixer and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't though, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip, when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Look, it's alright, I've got this.
I'm sure he's on his way.
14 saniye var bitmesine.
How can it be?
Hoş geldin Burak.
10 seconds, everybody. We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be
Lütfen kimse
chatting with
küfür
one of the
etmesin
first
ya.
beneficiaries of the
Vallahi
Assets
yıldım.
and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the
Harbiden bu koltuğa bu kadar kişiyi niye sığdırmışlar Beyaz Şov gibi?
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Kameraya nasıl bakışlar atıyor gerizekalıya bak.
Me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks,
Maths
Steve.
is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. history. Aristotle
I
believed
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues.
Fakir mi oluyoruz?
Daha neler?
Yay Cüneyt 300. Ya şu kameraya bakış atıp duruyor. 300 bit atmış chatteki 3 kişiyle ifade paylaşmış. Teşekkür ederim Cüneyt 300 bit için. Ay dur ablada kaldık. Kimlere gitti ifadeler?
In a way, she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Got it in, coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grants?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears.
Bu ne ya?
But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary. Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist! Going somewhere, little first year?
Great! I've been looking for some poor victim to
Bu
bully
ne?
all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father? Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers. What? Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be
Neler izliyoruz biz? Ben dondum. O kadar çok dikkatimi verdim ki.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hangi kameraya baktıklarını anlamaya çalışıyorum bir yerden. Beynim yanmaya başladı.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Oh, where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Oh, where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
1 dakikası kaldı.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
35 saniye.
Just work as a team.
Şu çok gerizekalı tipli ya.
It's my choice.
Stop now, make a different choice.
Friendship!
Arkadaki de devrildi. Saçma
Well,
sapan.
thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Geçişlerde çok hata yaptım ama bu sefer. Buradan C almışız. Ortadaki bir sıkıntılıydı. Ha yok, final score'um C. İyi. Sensörlerim iyiymiş. Herhangi bir hack yemedik. Editlemem rezilmiş. Reklam girişleri de başarısız diyelim. Sloppy. Yarım saat konuşma olmaz umarım. Otomatik şey varmış. Interference filter varmış ama 3000 bunlar. Bunları alacak paramız yok. Fazla ısınma sorunu içinmiş bunlar falan filan. Hiç derdimiz yoktu, ısınmayı dert edeceğiz. Posterler bir şeyler var da. Repair'ler falan var. Hiçbir şey harcamayacağım paramı. 400 dolarım var. Continue diyorum. 15. A late night. Uzun bir iş gününün ardından eve varmışım ve şeyin üstünde, tezgahın üstünde bir tane not görmüşüm. Sam hızlıca bir yazı karalamış oraya. Chris evden atıldı. Kirasını ödemediği için Chris evden atıldı yazmış. Chris'in eşyalarını toplamak için gitmişsem beni bekleme yazmış notun altına. Bu şimdi senin hatan mı falan filan diye sorguluyor bizim karakter. Normalde bir tane dandik bir korku filmi izleyecekmişiz birlikte. Çocukken çok korkuyormuşuz ama ikimiz de güldürüyormuş falan filan işte anımız olan bir şey. Sam olmadan aynı olmuyor ama yine de Sam'siz izlediğim halde de işte yüzümde bir tebessüm oluşuyormuş. ...14 yaşındaki oğlum bölmüş şeyi. Arkadaşının evine gitmek istiyormuş. Yavru köpek gözleriyle bakıyormuş bize. İki seçeneğim var. Ya gitmesine izin veririm. Saat 11'de eve dönmesi de söz verirse gitmesine izin vereceğim. Ya da Charlie'ye hayır diyeceğim. Okul günleri geç saatlere kadar dışarıda olmasının yasak olduğunu söyleyeceğim. İzin vereceğim ya. 11'de gelsin eve. Hikaye kısmı çok bölüyor beni oyundan. O yani bilmiyorum. Şaşırmış ve kapıdan koşarak çıkmış falan. Hadi bakalım. Televizyonun şeyine, cızırtısına uyanmışım gecenin köründe. Saat 12 olmuş ama Charlie'den de Sam'den de ses yokmuş. Evde değiller. Oraya gidip çocuğumu geri getireceğim. Yarın okul var. Erken gelmesi lazım. Saat kaç oldu? Arkadaşının evine ulaşmışım. Okey. Tam bize özür falan dilemiş. Hmm. 48 mi? Tight Christmas. Çok löp löp atlıyoruz. Kar yağıyormuş dışarıda. Fişek patlatıyorlarmış. Anneleri de onları izliyormuş. Masadaki işte baş kısmı oturmuşum. Baba mekanı. Gergin bir öğleden sonra olmuş. Herkes bunu hissedebiliyormuş. Chris'e pasaportu vermeyi reddettikten sonra ilk defa görüyormuşum. Egzotik bir şey olmadığı için okumuyorum bunları da. Daha doğrusu okuyorum da size çevirmiyorum. Chris bana kötü kötü bakıyor. Sessiz kalmayı seçeceğim. Chris masaya bardağını vurmuş şey demiş. Görüyor musun sen? Olanlardan sonra yüzüme bakmaya cesaret bile edemiyorsun demiş. Kızım Şaşırmış böyle kalmış. Ne demek istiyorsun? Ne oldu ki falan demişler. Şimdi bu konuyu burada açmayalım demiş. Tamam. Ama Chris inat ediyormuş. Bence öğrenmeye hakkı var falan filan demiş. Suzy arkadaşlarıyla tatile gitmeyi planlıyormuş ama para konusunda biraz yardıma ihtiyacı varmış. Chris de bize şey yapıyor. Pek cömert değildir bence, o kadar heveslenme falan filan diye. Chris'i görmezden gelip kızıma gülümseyeceğim. Büyükannen de burada kaldığı için para konusunda biraz sıkışığız şu sıralar. Buna ayıracak paramız yok diyoruz. Ama lütfen Harriet'in ailesi ona yardım ediyor falan filan, yardımcı oluyor, destek çıkıyorlar demiş. Bilmiyorum ya, ben bir şekilde kızın tatile gitmesini yardımcı olmaya çalışırım diye düşünüyorum. Kabul edeceğim. Karımız sinirlendi. Ben ortamda yokmuşum gibi kendi aranızda karar mı vereceksiniz bu konuyla ilgili falan filan diyor. Okey, o da bize destek çıktı. Ay yine mi yazı? Yine posta gelmiş. Ne yazıyor? Advance'ın logosu olan bir zarf bulmuşuz. Onu açmışız. Dear Winston Residence, thank you for sending us your password. Passports for approval. We can know. Confirm there. Bilmem ne. Aha, bizim de başımıza gelmesin aynı olay. Chris haklıydı falan filan diyoruz. A long weekend. Biz ne zaman Reji olacağız? Yayın kısa, evet işte. Ben hani full öyle diye düşünüyordum. Okey tamam, hikaye olması çok kötü bir şey değil yani. Bence güzel bir dokunuş da çok fazla. Bavulun şeyi kapanmıyormuş. İşte neden hiçbir zaman kapanmaz ki bu? Falan filan demişiz. Sam'le bizim evlilik yıl dönümümüzmüş. Her yıl Sam'le birlikte hafta sonu kamp yapmaya gidermişiz. Sonunda yalnız kalabileceğimiz ve hayatın gürültüsünden kurtulabileceğimiz bir zaman geçireceğiz. Çocuklar yok, iş yok vesaire. Aha. İşten arıyorlar ve hafta sonu çalışmam gerektiğini söylüyorlar. Yarın saat 8'de gelmen gerekiyor falan filan. Ama karımızla tatilimiz vardı. İşe gitmek zorundayım. Yani mesajı görmezden gelmeyeceğim. Bir kere de aileni birinci plana koysan şaşırırdım zaten falan dedi kadın. Bu tarz oyunlarda illa bir aile faktörü oluyor ki darlasın bizi. 98. Hadi. İmzalık bir şeyler ama hayırlısı. Allah belanı vermesin. İşte uzun bir günden sonra sonunda eve geldin. Yine postalar bilmem neler. Advance'in logosunun olduğu urgent işte acil olarak geri dönüş yapın yazılı bir şey buluyoruz. Anneciğim mamanı niye kazıyorsun? Seçeceğim. Bir de bunu seçeceğim. Teenage Rebellion. Yani. Yarım saat. Arabamdan dışarı çıkmışım. Sen ne? Kızımızı polis getirmiş. Grafiti yaptığı için yakalanmış. İyi biri, iyi bir kız ama hani ilk defa yakaladığımız için ceza vermeyeceğiz. Bir daha olursa şey yaparız dediler. O çocuktan kızınızı uzak tutun, sonrasında iyi olacaktır falan filan dediler. Hangi çocuk haberimiz yok. Kızı kimle takılıyor falan filan diye düşüncelere dalmışız. İkimiz de o gece uyuyamamışız. ...153. gün. Ay galiba bir işe gidiyoruz. Son birbirini kırbaçlayan şey. Ay ne kadar garipti o ya. Galiba gitmiyoruz. Ah geldik sonunda Allah'ım.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show, Total Pimp.
Advance'in reklamını oynatacakmışım ikinci arada. Advance'i 2'ye yerleştirelim. Yerleşsene ayol. Allah seni ne yapmasın. Diğer ikisini seçmekte ben özgürüm de. Ne oluyor ayol? Başladı mı ki? Ne? Detek örtüsü yeşil mi oldu? Desenli o. Bir halt anlamadım. Aynı yazıları tekrar gösteriyormuş şimdi. Allah'ım sonunda. Allah'ım yarabbim. Evet evet her şeyi unutmuşuz. Yazı okumaktan.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg-Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers
Kız çok uzun falan değil.
their craft, the team seem
Baktın
likely to
kıza ya.
attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem
Adam
while they
kısa.
wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
LaBeouf avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the
Aha, bu oyuncağın reklamı çıkmıştı. Oyuncak patlamış galiba.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilized numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be earned by all new products, will be a 100% ironclad guarantee of safety and quality.
table for two. Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year. And this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler
Dışarısı ne güzel, yağmur yağıyor.
married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake?
Is this one celeb role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Rimington's Fist CEO Sophia Rimington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can
Unutmuyorum ayol. Ya çok fazla şeye baktığım için bir chat'e bakıyorum, bir buraya bakıyorum, bir konuşmayı dinliyorum, bir buradan görsel seçiyorum konuşmanın şeyine bakarak.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Bazen kafam karışabiliyor o yüzden. Dışarıda gök gürlüyor. Tekrardan hoş geldin yanına. Tiplere bak.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth
Bunlar
and
küfür
standards of
edecek gibi
living
duruyor.
increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after
Bir bu
France
eksikti
passed
ya.
the Assets
Ayıp ayol.
Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with ribbons, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
Hayır, şimdi kıştayız. Yaz gelince ısınma problemiyle falan nasıl olacak merak ediyorum.
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. I wonder what happened to him. Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off into the woods. No, that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We will rise and rebel.
Yes.
We wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts
Küfür
and
etmeyin
our
lütfen.
just protest.
Meşgulüm şu an.
Daddy! Daddy, it's something!
Oh, please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Raise your buggers.
Well, at least you are showing some shame.
Gösteremeyiz dedi.
Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you.
Bunu göstermemem gerekiyordu ama. Yani teknik olarak.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be footing well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. Penelope. We are nude, not rude.
Sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we
Niye banlan oğlum ya?
will. Stuff and pip pop. Shut up and get your
Well,
bum.
Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one of the top legs, it's back here in the studio. I'm Robin Short,
Adam çok
struggling
sinir bozucu.
surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Let's. Hey, Megan.
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different
20 saniye sonra reklam girecek olmamız lazım ama.
Who's gonna run around naked in our weather?
Well, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Oh, sorry, I'm busting. Oh.
Okey, reklama girdik. 1,5 dakikamız var.
She's funny.
Yes, I know. I think it's very endearing.
She wants your job.
She's welcome to it. Why is it raining on my desk?
D aldık.
Bozeman, we're getting reports saying that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
Çıplaklar spor şeyini mi basından protesto için bir şeyler mi yapacakmış, onu haberlerde göstermediğinden emin ol dedi. Hadi hayırlısı. ...25 saniye.
That's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Damlatıyor yukarısı.
It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the
Ya
finals
bu ne?
of the new game
Hareket
that's
ediyor bir de,
breaking
ayıp.
nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You join me live here for the final of the first annual Sports Board
Ha,
Championship.
iş çıplaklar basmaz şimdi.
Competition so far, I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Orangi Hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on. And Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show.
Ne yapıyorlar?
Last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker. For shot number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing
What
under
the
her
fuck?
legs. Not bad if you ask me. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and how
saçma bir spor.
But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense. Striker giving it large. We're into round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streaker on the pitch. I apologise to broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we...
Göstermemem gerekiyor bunu kamerada.
We're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving really difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite an eyesore, and women's body... Yeah, all right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now.
Biraz gösterdik ama.
To close that massive gap. Eddie Striker. No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that the defensive thumbscrew? We haven't seen that since the Heats. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound. Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical master in this play here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course.
Bunları nasıl?
And after all, it is a game of two
Neden?
halves.
Niye? Nasıl yaptılar çok merak ediyorum.
But now, of course, it's time for the halftime show. Sponsored by Remington's Fist.
Nasıl akıllarına geldi? Bu kadar saçma şeyler.
Must be some music here to start the halftime show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over. I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Ya şu salağın hareketleri çok sinir bozucular ya.
Both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't. Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. Am I right, ladies? Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to Striker. And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps... And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame. Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles.
Daha 4 dakikası var.
Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact. Caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess now. I don't know what I can be doing about this.
İkisi birden geldi bu sefer. Hadi hayırlısı.
Breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. Oh, what's going on here? Yes, yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away.
Bizimki kavga ediyor.
Bloody wasters, absolute wasters. Oh, jog on! It's an absolute bloody...
2,5
Okay, now we're
dakika.
going to go into the final round, and of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go in there at this point. Really high-level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on, from striker. But she's in it to win it.
Adamlar hayali topla oynuyorlar.
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's thrown it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic, there we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Okay, the ref has agreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all I always have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Ne oluyor be?
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports victory.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Postman again. Just heard from the chaps in
Hepimize yıldırım düştüyse çok sinir bozucu.
power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit dangerous. Now I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Postman out.
Sorry about all these buckets.
Ama yani çok saçma. Yeterince zor değilmiş gibi bir de elektrik çıktı başıma.
We'll look into it.
It's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolf, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
Hack'tan değil ya.
To be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolf.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet. Your seat.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine.
Baktım sola.
Have you had a little accident?
Ne yapacağız sola bakıp?
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people
Ya
who
nasıl
haven't been
hangisine
able to help.
yetişeyim?
You know, whingers mostly.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's tripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative art
Yukarıdan bir şey
project.
damlıyor diyor.
We no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you?
Ay.
I mean, really scares you?
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a job there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and
Tamam
much
gördüm,
less
halledeceğim onu.
expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera,
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, it's camera 4 right there.
When I was 13, me mum came and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital. Me granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. When I went in to see him, he were all frail and pale. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode. So
Basacağım şeyde elektrik olmadığına emin olmam lazım. Ben söyleyemem çünkü elektrik var.
That sounds...
It was awful. Awful for us. And this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. People who feel they run
Beynim acıdı, elektriğe bak, buna bak. Bunları kontrol et. Bir yandan konuşmaları dinlemeye çalışıyorum.
Long, humiliating decline. To an
Microphone packet just giving me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it's from my asshole.
We're still on the air, Peter.
Yes, sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got sapped again. Can I get a little bit of help here? Wait.
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Jesus, a roll-shell face! That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
That the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable. Oh, fuck my grandmother with a rusty twat by
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
For fuck's sake.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell you
35 saniye
everything they need
kaldı.
to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan.
Ay yine geldi o ya. Bak.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Our thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
So they just...
Basabildin mi reklamı?
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I stopped the leak.
Elektrikten öldüm değil mi? Bu kadar mı? Şu anda yapılan kısmı oyunun. Kollarım kaslı duruyor böyle. Niye? Korkunç oldu. Evet evet, erken erişim böyle bir şey olmamalı.
Good evening. You know who we are. You've seen our symbols on your walls. We are the Resistance, and it's time you knew the truth.
What do you mean I can't say that?
Advance is lying to you.
How can we help you if we don't know who you are?
More than all of this, he was my laughter, my confidant, my friend.
The elderly are not a burden.
So, Mum's made the decision to unburden us, and now we have the chance to start a family.
The membership card is an ID card, no matter what they tell you.
We are getting reports of... oh God, millions of deaths across the continent.
Doesn't your family deserve a nutritious life?
Understand this. There is something wrong with the food.
No. No more! I've had enough of this shit!
We are not afraid.
Allah'ım yarabbim, alt tab da yapamadım, kısayım sesi.
Hi, I'm Dan. Harry. I'm Andy. Lame. I'm Jay.
Orada niye ses o kadar fazla?
Thank you so much for playing our game in early access. It's only through your amazing support that we can tell the awesome story that we have. If you've enjoyed it, and we really hope you have, then please tell people about it. Or maybe leave us a review on our Steam page, or come and talk to us in the discussions. It really does help, and we do read everything obsessively sometimes. Thank you so much again for playing, and we'll see you in episode 2!
Yani keşke bu kadar kısa olmasaymış. Keşke. Çok tatlı oyun bence. Hikaye kısmı biraz darladı. Ya 3 kere falan mı yayın yaptık? Evet, 3 kere yayın yaptık. O da yani Ulan Jo, çok konuşma, abone ol. Ne diyecektim? Benim hayal, ya ben şey diye düşünmüştüm, böyle her gün yapacağız, işe geleceğiz, işte zorlaşacak, bir şeyler eklenecek, bir şeyler alacağız, edeceğiz. Hani ekstradan bir hikaye beklemiyordum ya da işte hani oynadığımız sırada oyunun içine yedirilen bir şey bekliyordum. Ama yayında oynamak çok zor, beynim çok yanıyor. Episodu ayrı satmıyorlardır herhalde, öyle bir şey yoktur. Ekstradan gelir yani, early access sonuçta. Hani şimdilik bir episodumuz var, onu da çıkartacağız diye. 22 liraydı sanırım oyunun fiyatı. Yani tamamen çıkmadan almanızı tavsiye etmem, çünkü 2 saatte bitti. Zaten 24 dakika, yarım saatini falan prologda oynamıştık. O yüzden kısa sürmesi biraz benim için hayal kırıklığı olmuş oldu.